Debbie and Carrie finally meet up with Carrie's grandmother, Elizabeth Lessie, and Carrie's father, Dr. Martin Lessie, at a pizza buffet cafe in Los Angeles.
It's good to see you again. I can't wait to see the movie.
So how are your wife and sons?
Yeah, about that. We are going through a divorce right now.
Oh, and why?
I learned that Darla was cheating on me with the neighbor she had hired to do our yard work. Another neighbor of ours told me she saw my wife making out with the guy in our backyard. When I confronted her about it, she confessed and said she cheated because I was never home to spend enough time with her. I thought she was proud of my medical career. How dare she use it against me?
People can always make up excuses for cheating. My father claimed my mother never wanted to attend sporting events with him and neglected their relationship to focus on her legal career. But my father was also a lawyer. In time, I learned to forgive my father, but I never excused his cheating. And he himself finally admitted to me he had been wrong. I remember when I got pregnant with Martin. Because his father was using me to cheat on the man's wife. I felt like a piece of meat afterwards. Father, maybe you should think about what's best for your two sons. You can take Darla to counseling sessions and offer to make changes to win her loyalty back.
I think compromising my principles would send my sons the wrong message. The only one who needs to change is the one who actually cheated.
Maybe I should live here so I can keep eating this wonderful food. Hello, Denise. You wanted to meet me here at the Tuscany Tavern, right? Yes. I am just waiting for one more person to join us.
Okay, Sandy, I am here. Let's talk.
Steve, I believe you know Denise Callie?
Yes. We met at my club in Tulsa.
Denise, your sister Diana not only hurt you and me, but Steve as well. That's why he wants to help you now. Last year, Diana told me she was getting married to my brother Simon and she invited me to her wedding. I knew she was doing that only to humiliate me in front of my relatives. So I asked Steve to marry me instead and he agreed. We tied the knot the day before Diana's own wedding and so I avoided the trap she set for me. I then went to live in Tulsa with Steve for a couple of months, only to return to this town to run for mayor of it, a race I won. Steve and I have been separated ever since.
Denise, I'd like to make you an offer. If you are willing to move to Tulsa, then you and I may start dating to see if we would be a good match for each other. Then we may get married later.
Huh? Didn't you just say you and Steve were married? Yes, but a marriage can be dissolved. In this case, I think it very unlikely I will ever return to live in Tulsa, so staying married for many years to a man I am not living with is pointless. And since you have lost your parents and you were disowned by your sister, you need someone who will love you like your family. That's something Steve can do for you. Steve and I were loyal to each other when we were married and we will continue to be loyal to each other even after we are divorced. As best friends. If you become his wife, I will be happy for both of you. But Steve, wouldn't a rich and successful guy like you want a trophy wife to be seen with? I'm not much of a catch.
Well, look at me. I'm a rather plain guy myself. I may be a multimillionaire, but I came from a working class background and so I am not inclined to look down on lesser beings. That sort of elitist crap has never been my style.
I have already filled out and signed the divorce papers. All Steve has to do next is sign them also and file them at the Tulsa City Hall. Then you two can start your own life together. I think you did the right thing, Sandy. Jessica and I were so worried you might be ruined by going through another divorce, but this was the best thing for everyone involved. I know. Plus I'd love to see the look on Diana Callie's face when she learns Steve is to be her brother-in-law.